Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, it's been another episode. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, man, this is crazy. I'm tired.
Ready to end the show?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this is another episode of the 94 Feet Podcast. This is your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Dre.
What's good, everybody, on this Friday night?
All right, I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good people?
And this is a special episode, a special playoff episode, a Mother's Day episode. It's not on Mother's Day, but, you know, we record before Mother's Day. So really quickly, shout out to all the ladies in our lives who make it easier. And the reason why we're here today.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to my
Shout out.
mom and my grandma and all the women that played a motherly figure, aunts, all that.
All right.
Shout out to all of the mothers out there.
Mhm.
My mom, my aunts, my wife.
Okay, I was about to say, brother, don't leave her out. That's how you be sleeping on stairs. All right, man.
Tell them you can't sleep in something you bad for. No, this ain't them TV marriages. Get on the couch, Casey.
That don't work like that around here.
Go to the basement.
I'm standing on mine.
Okay. You know what? I'm leave it alone. Anyways, we're going to get started with the injury report. Dre.
Yeah, so in the injury report for the playoffs, the New York Knicks are without Mitch Robinson, stress left ankle,
Mitchell.
6 to 8 weeks. It says Mitch Robinson here.
His name is Mitchell.
I'm just reading what he wrote. Mitch Mitchell, tomato, Milwaukee, the mill, all the same. New York Knicks or Knickerbockers. OG Anunoby, hamstring strain. He is not playing tonight. And our boy Jalen Brunson is playing on a bad foot.
He is.
Hopefully he doesn't aggravate it too much that he'll be out the next game.
If they win this game, they are currently playing as we speak. If they win this game, I think he can sit out game 4. I ain't going to hold you.
You know, one of the things that I realize what bothers me about
You mean
Coach
game 3?
Tibbs.
No, I'm saying if they win tonight, he can sit out game 4.
No, they want to end this thing.
I will have him sit
They want
out.
to end this thing because here's the thing. Boston may not be as good as people thought they are, but we'll save that for talk a little bit. I'm just saying they got blew out by the Cavs on their home court.
Stop it. Boston give you one.
Yeah, that's true. But
Boston will always give you one.
you know, when I look at the injuries of the Knicks, what bothers me about Coach Tibbs, he's running a 7-man rotation.
But they winning though.
But they are being ran into the ground.
But they winning.
But he runs players into the ground. You know, a lot of people blame Derrick Rose's early career debacle because of Coach Tibbs and the way he runs talent into the ground.
I don't think
7
I guess
players,
so.
bro, on a roster of what?
He has no choice here.
But one thing you got to remember, though, they ain't got to worry about saying they ain't getting no minutes.
That's true. That's very true. You're going to get your minutes.
You're going to get if you can play,
You're going to get some minutes.
you're going to get some minutes. And
Nah.
you better take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very, very true. Going around to the shoot around, besides the playoff, we have a few things going on in the NBA. News today, the Phoenix Suns have fired Frank Vogel after 1 season and immediately hired Mike Budenholzer for 4 years, 50 million plus.
5 years, 50 million.
I thought it was 5 years. My apologies. 5 years, 50 million plus. What are your thoughts?
I love it. Shout out to Coach Bud.
Well, really quickly, I didn't know Bud was a Arizona native.
Arizona native,
I didn't know
back-to-back Coach of the Year
that. He did.
with Atlanta and Milwaukee.
It wasn't back to back, but I get it.
He took us to the finals.
He did. We threw him away like trash.
We
but
threw
he
him
did.
away like Alabama trash. And I think in Milwaukee, we did not appreciate Coach Bud. Coach Bud is from the San Antonio machine with Greg Popovich and company.
Really quickly, are you really going to stand on that? You sure about that?
We didn't appreciate
You
it.
were
It
one
ain't
of
that
the
we-
guys
it-
who-
it wasn't-
I
it
absolutely was
was-
one of the people.
It wasn't that we
All right.
didn't appreciate it. It was time for some change, man. That's all.
And our change has got us eliminated in the first round
But
every
Bud-
year since.
But Bud got us eliminated too. So
The year his brother died in the car accident.
come on, man.
I'm just saying, the same series his brother died is when we lost to Jimmy. But anyway,
But yeah, go ahead.
People
I'm
don't
not-
care about your personal life when it comes to your.
I
life.
see that.
I'm glad you said it. We'll get into that later.
I
But
see that.
continue.
I like this for Bud. I don't know that it's enough to keep KD.
I don't like this for Bud.
I like it for Bud because Bud's a good coach. Yes, we needed a change in Milwaukee,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna go back to what I've been saying. I hate that the NBA make player scapegoats. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I mean, that's why it's a
Hold up.
player's first league. though.
You fire Frank Vogel for winning 49
They
games,
back up 5.
having the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what? I hate Indiana, bro.
don't
And I
like it.
think it's Halliburton. He act like he's Steph Curry, bro. Like, I hate him. But anyway, the NBA crucifies coaches for not winning. Frank Vogel had 1 year. 1 year. You fire him after 1 year?
But to me,
Now, Adrian Griffin should have left. He should have got. He should.
I feel like to me, really quickly, that I feel like this. I agree with you. I don't like this as a player's first league because the coach is the scapegoat. But I think they fired him because he lost the locker room. I've heard things of like, people wasn't listening to when he was talking about as far as like his strategy and what he wanted players to do. KD didn't like his offensive scheme. Excuse me. So it's one of those things where he didn't have the locker room. And I think if he had the locker room, they wouldn't have fired him so quickly. But because he didn't have the locker room, he was like, well, I'd rather get rid of him now than get rid of him in the middle of the season.
I don't think it was that at all. I think it was the Phoenix Suns has the highest payroll for 3 players in the NBA.
Mhm.
They have a new owner.
Until after this summer.
They spent all that money, and it was come on, let's be honest. It was championship or bust for Phoenix.
You know what the problem was though? He had 2 top 15 on this roster.
Yeah, 3.
Bill ain't a top 15.
Bill's like top 25.
He's top 25, but not top 15.
I give you that.
Top 10 to top 15. You can arguably say
You can say
Booker's a top 10.
You can say Booker's a top 10.
Arguably, he's a top 10.
I agree.
KD is a top 10 for sure.
Mhm.
And you can't even get out the first round with a
It's
win.
they not
I
listening.
didn't say win the whole thing. I said with a win. That's huge. Because
But
talent can get you a win. The Bucks got a win
it's true.
without Giannis. They got 2.
They got 2.
Mm-hmm.
One with Dame.
And you got to look
one
at
without
a
Dame.
team like New York. They don't have not one top 20 player on their team.
Nah,
I'm sorry, what you just said?
Not one top 20.
they have a
Stop
top
it.
20. He's
Stop
top 20. We
Who?
already went through this 2 weeks ago. Brunson is definitely top 20.
He's top 15.
I don't know.
Nah, he's
And
top
he's
20.
right outside the top 10.
He might be top 25, but top 20, I don't know.
Keisha,
You
reaching, bro.
Now you
He's
tripping.
top 20.
He's top 15.
I'll give him 20.
Why you got to say I'm reaching? Why I can't just be my?
Because you reaching.
That's not reaching.
20 better than him now. Quick, go.
Come on, he's not gonna name 20. There's no way he's naming 20.
Kevin Durant,
Okay, 1,
Devin Booker,
2,
LeBron James, Steph Curry,
4,
Jason Tatum.
5. Debatable.
I let it ride.
Okay, 5.
Just because
Here, I'll help you. Joker, 6,
Joker, Kyrie, Luka,
8, Giannis.
Giannis,
9,
Dame.
reach.
I'll let
It's
that
not a
ride.
reach.
I'll let that go because he's top 75.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
Nope.
all of them. But you going off.
You lost me
You
right
going
there.
off. You going off. Y'all going off of Brunson had one really spectacular season. The whole
He had
year.
a great season last year too.
I'm saying in New York, these guys have had multiple seasons of good of doing what he did for 2 years. Brunson got a lot of. He got to do that for a lot more years
This
to
what I'm
get,
sa-
to
this
get
what I'll say
that
to
caliber of player.
This is what I'll say to this. In Dallas, he was low-key being held back. because when Luka went out, he was the guy, and he was taking Dallas, as far as he could take them. I think this is his come out year. But I still feel like Brunson, skill-wise, I don't think what he's doing now, a lot of players can do. That's why I'm putting him top 15.
He got the ball in his hand a lot.
He's a point guard.
Of course, he gonna look good because he got
matter of fact, every one of those guys you named had the ball in their hand a lot. That's not an excuse.
I know, but I'm saying if he don't have the ball in his hand, New York stands no chance.
That's the point of him being that great. The fact that they got past the first round and they're finna win the second round, and they're going to the Eastern Conference Final with a hobbled team. We just talked about off mic that they have a starting five and maybe 2 players coming off the bench. They have a rotation of 7. And he hurt. He hurt
in the East.
What that mean?
Teams in the West will swap them.
Really quickly, if he was on Lakers, they'd be in the finals.
Oh, Brunson?
Yes. LeBron can take on. LeBron is looking for somebody to be like, let me just fall back a little bit. Brunson, baller.
He's a baller. I'm not denying that one bit, but it's a lot, quite a few players who better than him.
You lost me at Anthony Davis. I can depend on Brunson to play 82 games, maybe 75, maybe 70.
Yeah.
I can't rely on Anthony Davis to play 65.
Now, Davis is in year 12. Brunson's in what, year 4, 5?
He's in year like 6 or 7, maybe like 8.
So it took him to get to year 7 before you to know who he was.
Whoa! Don't do that.
It
took Kobe a minute to get there too. It took Kobe to be one of the. It took Kobe a minute to get to one of the greatest.
It took Kobe runner up of 6 Man of the Year.
It took him 7 years.
3, maybe 4 at the most.
4 or 5.
But by 4, he was
Mamba.
Mamba. Beast. By 4.
He won the Mamba till his second run at championship. That first run, it was Shaq team. That first run, it was Shaq team. That's why Shaq got traded.
You can't even put him and Kobe in the same caliber. Don't even bring that up because they're not.
I'm not going to do this.
Kobe is a whole different type of caliber of a player.
We're going to move on. I'm not going to do this with you.
Kobe's a generational player.
Oh,
Brunson's not.
Let it go.
He's not yet.
Let it go. You always take it there.
Yet.
That's why I said you're reaching. You're reaching.
He's not top 20. You can say what you want to say.
All right, that's fine. You know what?
That's your opinion.
So back to the coaching. What do you think about Bud and the release of Frank Vogel, who also turned down
Phoenix got to figure out which one got to go because all 3 of them ain't gonna work.
Bradley Beal, but ain't nobody taking that contract.
Ain't nobody. Bradley Beal ain't leaving.
Look,
ain't nobody taking that deal.
Brandon Beal's not leaving. We've seen crazier, but I don't think he's leaving. But this is his last big contract.
I heard Devin Booker is looking to go to New York.
I said that last week.
That's what the rumor mill says, but they also say Kevin Durant is looking to go to the Lakers.
No. That would be the worst decision of his life.
I mean, he's already made horrible decisions. He got maybe 5 years left. Why not ride it out and win an easy title?
I think KD is low key probably gonna. He might go back to Golden State, but he's not gonna.
He'll never go back there.
He can't. KD cannot take the scrutiny.
He's gonna go back there because
he's more sensitive than you.
They're gonna get rid of Draymond.
He would never go back.
They're gonna get rid of him.
Nobody's gonna take Draymond.
No, I know nobody.
Not that contract Draymond got. Nobody's gonna take that for Draymond.
Yeah, I would.
You would take that contract.
Nah, I'm not saying if I was the Bucks.
I'm
saying
any team. If you were GM right now, what team do you see taking that contract?
I would take it to. Well, first of all, if anybody's going to LA, it's gonna be Draymond. But the thing about it is,
Clay.
I think that Draymond Green. No, the absence of Klay Thompson because word on the street is he probably gonna go to Orlando
and get a big contract.
Get a stupid contract.
Who?
Klay Thompson might go to Orlando.
So you're talking about I read on one paper they're talking about offering him a 3-year, $100 million deal.
Exactly. So my thing is this: if they lose Klay Thompson, and they said they're keeping what's the young guy name? I can't think of his name. Young guy on Golden State. He a slasher, shooting guard. Conundrum. Kumunga's untouchable apparently. Him, if Andrew Wiggins not producing,
Wiggins,
Steph Curry, and Draymond Green ain't no fool.
Wiggins need to be on the team where all he got to do is pick up the pieces. He can't be a focal point of no roster.
Let's get back to it though.
But
do you like the hiring of Bud and the firing of Vogel. Is Vogel? Are they wrong for getting rid of that man
No, they're not wrong for getting rid of Vogel.
after one season?
After one season and not winning one game in the playoffs? Yes.
So then why is the NBA giving these coaches all these long-term contracts in? Because you still got to pay them when you fire them.
Because they got the money.
Because it don't go against the salary cap, do it?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. And I did hear that if you get another deal, that kind of cancels out your other. Yeah, it does.
We are paying 3 coaches right now. The
But-
Milwaukee
but-
Bucks are.
But Bud, once you get a new job, you don't get to
Oh,
keep that.
yeah.
It cancels out.
That's true.
It goes null and void.
That's true.
So
I
I just think coaches get a bad rap. I mean
coaches
Darvin
all
Ham got fired. Listen,
coaches
this
all
is
the
all
way
I'm gonna
around.
say. If what is his name? Monty Williams.
Williams.
If Monty Williams and Detroit let him stay, Frank should have stayed.
Because ain't nobody.
Darvin should have stayed.
no. First of all, Detroit Pistons were trash, and they
They were trash, but they had some close games.
but
bro.
they expecting nothing from them.
Oh, he's
think
out of there next year though if they
I
don't
think
win.
so. But if you have a team who has no high expectations, the thing about the Phoenix Suns and the LA Lakers, they had high expectations. So my thing was Darvin Ham should have stayed. I understand, but that's a whole nother subject. But LeBron getting rid of coaches left and right, and like I said before, hey, Bud's gone. So you know what's going to happen now, don't you?
What?
JJ and LeBron.
Nah.
JJ and LeBron.
I don't know about that.
JJ and LeBron.
I-
and they finna get Bronny.
If they do that,
That's not
he's-
coming.
JJ.
That's not
JJ
coming.
Redick head coach.
And
Bronny's getting drafted.
Lakers want no parts of that Bronny.
And
I
they
saw-
said they're trying to keep LeBron James at all costs.
I saw a
What
meme
does that sound like to
that
you?
They
had
ain't going
no.
after no
I
Bronny.
saw a meme that had did Lou re-sign with the Clippers? Did he
Yeah.
sign an extension?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know if he didn't resign. I'm sorry. He didn't resign it officially. But they trying to work one out with him. JJ
No,
in LA with Bronny.
no,
And that's
it doesn't make any
once
sense.
this happens, it's gonna be horrible.
It doesn't make any
It's gonna
sense.
be LeBron James' fault.
It doesn't make any
It's gonna
sense.
be LeBron James' fault.
It doesn't make any
And
sense.
him and
Can I-
JJ gonna fall out.
Can I ask you a quick question? If they does happen, is this LeBron James' fault?
No,
I just need to hear you say it.
no, it's Jenny Buzz's fault
Oh.
because she's stupid
Okay,
enough
let's
to go along
let's
with
move
that.
it. Let's move it.
So
on.
the Lakers
Let's move on.
are
Look.
interviewing next week.
Don't nothing
Kenny Atkinson, JJ Redick, David Aldermean, James Borrego. Listen, if LeBron gets JJ a head coaching job,
greatest player of all time.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say most influential player of all time. Because
Hey,
even
Cougars,
Mike couldn't do that.
even with his stats, greatest player of all time. Greatest
Right.
player of all time.
Right.
I could get anybody hired. I could get anybody fired. Oh my God. Damn, look at killed. All right, he good. Okay.
Shout out to the Knicks, man. I hate the Pacers, bro.
Is this the Milwaukee Bucks bitter?
It's Milwaukee Bucks bitter, but I guess I didn't until Kesey.
You know what's funny, really quickly? I'm sorry, I interrupted. If the Bucks, let's say the Bucks beat Indiana, and the Knicks would be beating us like this too.
No, I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know
tell you
about
why. They're beating them because Indiana lacks defense, and they don't lack depth. They lack defense. They lack
Speaking of that,
defense and offensive rebound.
You
What
know
are
what-
the
you know-
what are the main two Bucks
You
problems?
know why? You know why Indiana?
Rebounds and defense.
You know why Indiana beat the Bucks too?
Well,
they
because we
They shot a high percentage.
who?
Indiana did.
Yeah,
That series.
and why did they shoot a high percentage?
because
It just be some.
We had
It
nobody.
just be some games
Because
like that.
what?
We had nobody.
No,
It
we
be
go
game-
whole defense.
It be games like that.
We're one of the worst defensive
But
teams
think about
ever.
but think about it like this then. Think about this.
What?
Look at Minnesota and Denver. Denver's shooting their all-time lowest right now.
Because
But they shot the lights out against the Lakers. It's just that's how basketball is.
which means
No, let's not go there. The reason that Denver is being terrible is because Minnesota is clamping them down defensively
And why did the Lakers lose?
because they suck.
That's really simple.
That's not that they suck.
It's that simple.
Because you're talking about NBA players.
Okay. No.
They-
Nope. We're not gonna get you started.
It's I told you when you win it takes a lot to win.
Uh-huh.
Not just healthy. You got to have some shots falling,
Could it
and you
just-
got to have a lot of pieces fall together.
Could it just be like Minnesota's like the number one defensive ranked team in the
Just
NBA?
like the Bucks, everything fell together that year. They didn't have any injuries, and they shot lights out. Giannis shot 16 for 17 that last game of the finals.
KD wore the wrong shoes.
I'll
Oh
leave it
my
alone.
gosh.
I wasn't gonna say it until we lost 4 years in a row. After that, bro.
But like I said, a lot has to go right.
Kesey, I love your saying.
I just feel
even the sun shines on the dogs behind.
Because if you think about it, nobody is thinking Minnesota coming in and taking Denver out 2-0.
I had them losing to Phoenix, so you're right.
I mean, you're right.
Nobody. So
but
you
saying
say
the number one defensive team, it
I
pans out.
I don't care about that because at the end of the day, you still didn't have them picked as to beat. Y'all didn't even have nobody. A majority of people didn't even have them beat Phoenix.
You're right.
You're right.
That's but I'm saying defense wins championships.
And a lot of things are going right. They are hitting some shots.
No, I disagree. They were without the defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, and they still beat them by almost 30. They still beat them. They got Joker playing frustrated ball. He's frustrated. Jamal Murray, you're the one that's pay attention. You're the one that sat at the
Don't talk to me like you talking to one of your kids.
I'm talking to you like you're talking to your clients. You're the one that's you're the one that sat at this table and said Jamal Murray won't have 2 games in a row with 7 points. And what did he do? 2 games in a row, low scoring.
I didn't say that.
I don't know if he said.
When did I say that?
One of y'all said Jamal Murray ain't gonna play 2 games in a row like that.
I didn't say that. I'll take
that. Wasn't me.
All I'm saying is defensively, Denver is getting shut down.
That's what I'm saying. And that happens. So like you saying, like when you say it, well, everything is just falling right for you. You saying it like they lucky, like they just lucky. No, they're literally holding.
It's not about saying lucky. It's about a lot of things lining up.
So are you saying
defense and non-injuries?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it moving.
You gotta be right. You are 2 people that gotta be.
I don't have to be right.
Kesey, I know you ain't talking. Your favorite line. But what did I tell y'all though? What did I say? That's your favorite line, bro.
I just feel like Minnesota has. You're right. We didn't pick them. I didn't pick them. I did.
So stop acting like y'all did then.
But I'm saying that once they beat Phoenix,
we picked them this round though.
I didn't pick them this round.
I did. I picked them this round.
But I picked them just because.
Yes, I did.
He did.
Yes, I did.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I picked game 1.
That's a lie.
No,
I said Minnesota. Go look at my status before the game even started.
After they won game 1,
before the second round started, I predicted Minnesota. I actually said Minnesota in 6, but it can go either way. It ain't over. Don't get it twisted. I'm rooting for Minnesota, but it ain't over. Stranger things have happened.
Denver is cooked.
I hope so.
They got Murray throwing. They got Murray throwing heat and pads at the refs.
I will,
bro. How did he not get suspended?
And not even get suspended. If that was Draymond,
but he got $100,000 fine.
I don't care. Draymond would have got 15.
Well, let's talk. Well,
fast. Draymond would have got 15 like that.
So
you did that?
15. Well, let's get into it. Before we get into that, Rudy Gobert, his teammate, missed game 2 of the Minnesota.
Wait. What do you think about Bud? We know what that.
No, I did. I said something.
So nobody really cares about Bud.
No, I said something, but then Kesey took it off the rail. I said what I said.
That's what it all boils down to. We really don't care about Bud.
Man, that's just some.
Nobody really cares about Bud.
Is Frank Vogel going to coach again this season?
Do you really care about Bud getting that job?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a bad look for Bud, to be honest with you. I think Bud is a defensive coach. They don't have defensive players. I'm being really honest with you. They don't have defensive players. I won't be surprised. And then, to be honest with you, I think KD he looked like he losing a step or 2. KD looked in that series with Minnesota
like he's getting old.
Like he's getting old. But to me, I feel like Frank Vogel is number one. I'm glad because he off the Bucks books. But other than that, I think he ain't got nothing coming. I don't think he got nothing coming.
So what happens to Frank Vogel? Is his coaching career done?
Vogel will sit until he gets another coaching job.
And here's the thing. 2 years ago, he won a championship.
He did.
In a bubble.
That means nothing.
And he coached Indiana.
Yeah, and that means nothing.
No, I see. NBA's are very...
I mean, but I will say this. His resume still is very sought off after. So, as you know, we just talked about coaches being scapegoats.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else will get fired and they'll hire Frank Vogel. Because at the end of the day, to be honest with you, good coaches are very, very thin. There's a very thin.
So he's going back to LA?
So
he's definitely
well, when the Bucks fire Doc next year, I guess he'll be our next coach.
He might be.
They need to fire Doc this summer before we even get a chance to come next year.
Bucks will not make themselves look like a fool. They gave Doc a 4-year ridiculous amount of money.
Only
Well,
way-
Rondo and them praises, Doc, though.
The only
I
reason,
mean-
the only way he gets fired if we get a new GM. That's the only way he gets fired.
And we will, because he going to
I
Detroit.
don't know if he'll get the job.
He need to get him out of here. He
But
should have been fired first, followed by Thanasis.
moving on, Rudy Gobert missed game 2 of the Minnesota versus Denver series due to his first child being born, which was getting a lot of mixed responses. What are your thoughts?
Be a man, bro. This is his life. Basketball is not everything. Now, that's when it's okay to say, my wife is having a kid, my first kid, I'm going to go be by my wife's side. Bruh, come on, man.
Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop it. Stop it. Because if he's on the Bucks, your
No.
whole attitude. Nope. I don't believe
In
that.
fact,
I don't
Bud
believe that.
should have missed the game. Bud coached today, his brother died. He
Hey,
should have
all
missed
right,
the game.
No, you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Bro, we had Isaiah. Don't be hard.
This is the playoffs.
Don't be
This
heartless.
is the playoffs.
Dude, act like you got some sense.
Don't be
No,
heartless.
don't do that.
I'll tell you
crazy,
like
man.
this.
You crazy.
Shout out to Rudy, man.
Shout out to
Congratulations on your new.
You know what? You, know what,
You
Sean?
only get to see your kids
This
coming.
is-
This,
this
you
is
only
why-
get to see a kid coming.
This is why
one
they don't
time.
like Rudy. This is why we don't like you, Rudy. This is why. This is why we don't like you.
Rudy is a defensive player of the year. He don't got nothing to prove to nobody.
No one, he
3
should-
times
he
in
shouldn't
5
have got
years.
that. He shouldn't have got
He
that.
shouldn't. It should have been
It
Victor
should have been
Wembanyama.
Victor. It should have been Victor.
It should have been Victor.
Now, as far-
Rudy, when you come to the city, you can put the hands on him if you want.
go ahead, Rudy. Do what you got to do. My thing is this.
Give him COVID again.
The only reason I'm letting it slide. The only reason I'm letting it slide is because they won the game.
you letting it slide?
I'm letting it slide because they won the game. If they lost that game, the number one thing was, Rudy, did you have left?
In fact, it's
You got FaceTime. You got relatives. Hey, what's going on?
Bro,
She finna be
bro.
born now. Okay, put the
Oh,
camera
you
on her.
sound crazy.
You
man.
sound
crazy.
stupid.
You
Y'all
sound crazy.
in fact,
And I think you're the
Y'all
only one who got
sound
the mixed
crazy.
review.
No.
right.
Y'all-
In fact,
No, I did not.
In
It was a
fact,
lot of people going back.
like
who?
with this.
Zeke,
Gilbert.
hold up. And Gilbert Arenas, Mr.
Yeah.
Kicked out the NBA,
Hey,
gun banging Gilbert,
a lot of people agree. With
who Kwame
People agree
is
with him.
destroying face to face.
People agree with him.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. Not only did Minnesota possibly play better without him that game,
They did.
they beat them by almost 30. They put the clamps on them without their defensive player of the year, and they were still defensively killing them.
Well, I think they have Denver numbered right now.
I'm telling you.
I hope so.
Minnesota has the perfect lineup, dude.
Minnesota is,
And
if they can pull this off, this will be unprecedented. But like Anthony Edwards said, this is far from over. They got a long way to
I
go.
like the fact that if they win, it'll be a different champion every single year for like the last 4 or 5 years.
I
Different champion
like,
every
you know,
year.
I like mixing it up. I like the small markets are getting a chance.
That's true.
I'm tired of seeing the same people over and over.
You sure about that?
I am.
I mean, Golden State's one of those teams.
I told you at the
we're
hold
talking
up.
about Golden State too.
Oh, damn. You almost made me say something. I almost called you the N-word. See, you're the only person that can take me there. I need to go on a fast from you. Like, Lord, help me deal with this boy's nonsense. I also told you at the midway through the season, I said the Golden State Warriors are over. I said stick a fork in them. They don't have it anymore.
I don't know if you said that.
I said that. I said the dynasty
I don't remember.
is over.
I
I
don't
could
remember.
because I mimicked the Undertaker when he lost the streak to
I
Brock
don't-
Lesnar.
I don't remember.
I said the dynasty is over.
I don't even know what that means.
Meaning
But-
Golden State, their best years are behind them. And if they don't rebuild, they'll be sitting back watching like we are.
So I'm the only
So-
person.
so
So,
you-
I'm the only person here saying Rudy should have been FaceTime
Yeah.
to Kevin Moody.
yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go with this crap.
Bro, you barely go. Well,
Cap.
I'm not even gonna go there with you because I was at the birth of all my kids.
No, that's beautiful, man.
all of them.
You're not an NBA.
Every
player.
last one of them.
You're not an NBA. player.
But
I got a
still,
job,
He was a
and I
teacher.
make I got a job, and I make less money than Rudy.
Right.
Exactly. That's what
So
I'm saying.
clearly the money
So,
ain't everything.
You could have been like, "Hey, baby, just FaceTime."
No, I could have been like, hey,
Now, if it was, it's not.
hey,
a
I
compli-
need, hey,
this
I
is-
need,
this
I
was
need,
not
hey,
a
hey,
complication.
Hey, I need this money so we can take care of this kid that's coming. That's what I could have said. But guess what? That moment with the kid was worth more.
That's beautiful, Kesey.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with me? Well, this is an NBA championship, once
Take
in a
his cup.
lifetime.
Take his cup, because we know it's something that's tricking his mind.
Ain't no taking my cut. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
It
It would have been a
is.
loss,
Then they would have lost.
They would have lost.
and it would have cost them the series.
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, you don't know that.
We're still not over, gang. And you know what's
I can see if it was complications.
Isaiah.
Stop it.
You don't
You can
listen.
make more. Hey, I'm with you, Gilbert. You can make more kids. See the next one.
Well, it's
and then on top of that, and like they gonna remember. I remember when you was there when I was born.
but the stories will be able to
It's
tell.
not for the kid. It's
So
for
I missed the game for
it's-
you. Why would you do that, Dad?
Is this his first kid?
Yes.
I almost slap you out the chair.
Slap 'em.
You sound
I
crazy.
We
won't
are
even break-
adult
I
male.
won't even break y'all up when y'all start fighting.
This is ridiculous.
I'm about to stomp him out of here for you.
All right,
Woody.
let's move on. Jamal Murray was fined $100,000 for throwing a heating pad and a towel on the floor towards the referees of game 2. I'm going to play the clip first, and then we're going to give our reaction.
Let's do it. Is that one right?
It's this one, but I don't know how to.
Double click it.
trades in the
Chris Middleton has
offseason.
to go, right?
He's involved in 2 out of these 3 trades.
Captain
So the
Morgan.
first
Dude, I just said the last one where it says
TDR Studio.
where you see the State Farm.
Key to me is you have to weigh the team
I just said
performance.
the one that say State Farm.
Bro, I can't. Exactly. I don't think it's here.
I got you.
It's right there.
Look right above that State Farm sign right there. It was a heat pack thrown by Jamal that is what came on the floor here. You see the official Mark Davis looking back.
Now,
Hold up, let's play that one more time.
you want to play one?
Because I don't see what the problem is.
And Jamal Murray
I got to play. I
right
got
above that State Farm sign right there. It was a heat pack thrown by Jamal that is what came on the floor here. You see the official Mark Davis looking back.
Man.
Now let's
Is
get
that the
into
only version?
And now that I'm watching it,
Do you
what
wanna
are
play
we
it one more time?
upset? It was a
Play it
reaction.
one more time.
It was a
I'll
reaction.
play
And Jamal Murray, look right above that State Farm sign right there. It was a heat pack thrown by Jamal that
Look how- but hold on though.
is
Look
what
where he
came
at.
on the
Look
floor
where it
here.
landed.
You see the
Where it
official
landed. That's
Mark
long
Davis
way.
looking back.
Always.
I accidentally slipped. I mean, you hit one of the. He hit the camera person.
If Carl Anthony Thompson would have moved different way,
He could have hit him.
he could have tripped.
Okay.
He could have slipped.
Okay.
He could have hurt himself.
All right.
He could have hurt one of his other players. Reggie Jackson was over there.
Hey.
KCP was over there.
So I guess in this case, if was a fifth, we all be drunk doesn't apply.
No, it doesn't apply.
Because if
That's
that was
dangerous.
'cause
That's
if,
dangerous.
If that was Draymond, he got 15. That's all I'm gonna say.
15
No,
games.
Yeah,
15 games?
Draymond.
Draymond has a history. He has a history. I'm sorry. He has a history. He has a history. Kesey, me and you are in the business of if you have a history, you up the river.
You hear that, little brother?
Hey, if you have a history, you going up the river. Now, one-time offenders, we can work something out. You repeat offenders, up the river
Run out test would have got kicked out.
automatically. You might as well pack up your bags. You won't be here the next game. You want to pack your bags up. You won't be here next game. The commission would have called Draymond up like, "Hey, how you doing, Draymond? You know you're not coming back next game, right? Yeah, I know. All right, cool. As long as you know." Now, that's what I'll say. They was frustrated. He was getting blew out. I think the thing that really irritated me and it irritated a lot of people was his response after the fact. Like when
What did he say?
his report, when they went to go talk to him, he didn't want to talk about it. I didn't have a clip for that, but he didn't want to talk about it. He was just like real nonchalant about it. He was like, "Hey, it happened. Let's move on. Y'all got any basketball questions?" It was real nonchalant. I don't like the fact that he really kind of blew it off. But the question is, was the $100,000 right, wrong, or justified?
I think the 100,000 was a cop out to not suspend him, and that's foul.
I think he's the best. He's the second black player.
He should have got.
He
both.
not the second best on this thing because his numbers are
I'm
terrible.
saying he's the second best player on Denver team.
He should have got
If
both.
He could have got suspended, bro.
He should have got 50.
I think in this case, first time offender, getting the 100,000, keep it moving.
No,
100,000, keep it moving.
no, bro. Y'all just said if it was Dre, if it was Ron Artest, you said it could have injured somebody.
Yeah.
You said it could have. Pat Bev got 4 games for throwing a ball in the stand.
And we'll get to that later.
He threw it, but he got suspended for 4 games, and
next
he's
season.
exactly.
So
it
you
don't
saying-
matter.
Okay, so
It don't
let me
matter.
ask you a question. What would have satisfied you? What kind of punishment?
1 game suspension.
Game 3?
2 games.
Draymond kicked LeBron in the jewels, and he got a game suspension.
I don't think Draymond stepped on Sabonis' chest, and I don't think he got suspended. Did he get suspended for
that
that?
wasn't in the playoffs.
That wasn't a playoff.
Was it?
Yeah.
He got suspended.
He got
Did he get
suspended.
suspended?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he tried to kill him.
And he got
He tried to
He
kill
got
him.
2 games.
He tried to
didn't
kill him. No, he got 1.
2.
No.
He got 2.
I'm gonna look it up. No, I don't think so.
and he got fined. NBA does what they want.
I feel
NBA
like-
has
but now
fanboys.
I'm from two perspectives. One perspective, it's like that's messed up. That's messed up. I think he should have got suspended. If it was a regular season game, I think he would have got suspended. I think he should have got suspended. But this is a playoff game from an entertainment perspective. I don't want to see Jamal Murray out game 3.
I do.
That's a for show loss.
I do. If he
That's a
doing
for
that,
show loss.
I do if he do that.
Now, is he a big baby about it? Yes, he's a big baby about it. Wham, 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 na 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 boo boo. He was frustrated. He shouldn't have did it. I really would have like he'd have owned up to it, but he did it. And I think it's one of the things like, and he didn't get kicked out the game. I've heard like,
Yo, did y'all see me on a Taco Bell commercial promoting my organization? I just had to do it because I do.
Why is Halliburton kicking like?
Like he's Steph. He's mimicking Steph Curry.
Oh my God, every time they do something,
Is he not?
he's not.
Is he not?
I know. I'm
Dude,
watching
can
a
you
Taco Bell commercial. There's not even a Taco Bell commercial.
It's part of their training video. But
Casey, what do you think about Jamal Murray and the towel throwing? You think it's right, wrong, justified?
It's not justified. I think he gets suspended at least 1 game.
Yep. If this was regular season, they probably would have did 4 or 5.
Now,
I think at
regular
least 1.
season, it's the playoffs.
At
So
least
you're losing. You're down 2-0.
No. So you want me to get out then?
he's showing kids that it's okay to throw something on the court because you frustrated.
If it wasn't the world champions, if that was a regular team, a regular player, if it wasn't Murray, they would have got suspended.
And I agree with you. But
That's
it's the playoffs.
garbage.
It's the playoffs.
Garbage.
It's the playoffs.
Garbage like his gameplay has
Yeah,
been.
Pat Bev would have got 2 games in the playoffs for that.
No.
Definitely would have got 2 games.
Dude, they don't even like Pat.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Who we got next?
Nikola Jokic. Is that how you say his name?
Just say Joker.
Let's just go with the Joker. Joker won his 3rd MVP in the last 4 years. Is the 9th player to ever win the Window Award 3 times. I'll go ahead and play the first clip.
Come on, bro.
What are you doing? Kesey, can you save it for later? Because I know what you're going to do, but can we just save it for later?
Just
No,
get a man his
no,
flowers.
I'm not.
So
I'm not.
I'm gonna
He can get 3 times.
Hold up,
No.
Casey.
I'm
gonna play these clips and then we'll give our opinion.
I'm sick of this.
What is the point of me being number 1? What is the point of us doing any of this if you're not rewarding anything?
He shouldn't. Don't even talk about the MVP because the way he fell off,
What do you mean fell off?
man, he fell off like Milli Vanilli. But to say Jason Tatum over Jokic, oh no,
We're penalizing Tatum for something we gave Steph Curry. We gave Steph Curry an MVP, and he didn't play in damn near 44 quarters because it was blowing everybody out. Because we're so good, why are you penalizing me for we're so good? It makes me say, all right, I just want to be a mediocre team, so I have to play every game hard. This is my question. Joker's team was 5th when he won an MVP, 10th when he won an MVP. The team aspect hasn't been dominant. What do you do when his team, they come back next year and they win 65 games and he has the same numbers?
I don't really get what side he was
I'm
on.
gonna play. He was on this. Okay, so really quick before I play the next video, his point was Jason Tatum should have been MVP because his team is
No.
number 1, or it should have been
Okay.
SGA
Thank you.
because his team is number
Okay.
1.
Thanks
Now-
for breaking that down because I didn't get it. Like Gilbert just said a whole lot of nothing.
He's trying to say
He's saying like
He's saying what you've been saying. You
You
don't
are-
reward the same stuff.
no, not even that. It's just the fact that Joker. I don't think I'm gonna play it one more time because Joker.
Jason Tatum, what is the point of me being number 1? What is the point of us doing any of this if you're not rewarding anything?
he shouldn't. Don't even talk about the MVP because the way he fell off,
What do you mean fell off?
man, he fell off like Milli Vanilli. But to say Jason Tatum over Jokic, oh no,
We're penalizing Tatum for something we gave Steph Curry. We gave Steph Curry an MVP, and he didn't play in damn near 44 quarters because it was blowing everybody out. Because we're so good, Why are you penalizing me for being so good? It makes me say, all right, I just want to be a mediocre team, so I have to play every game hard. This is my question. Joker's team was 5th when he won an MVP, 10th when he won an MVP. The team aspect hasn't been dominant. What do you do when his team, they come back next year and they win 65 games and he has the same numbers?
So you know what's interesting about this whole
Let
argument?
me just play this other one clip real quick before I.
Actually stole Carson from Nerd Sesh.
A little bit more. All NBA, you weigh the individual performance a little bit more. But Shaq disagrees with me, and I'd love to get his thoughts on this matter.
It's a singular award.
The MVP.
Most valuable player.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the team.
You're saying we should just give it to the best player every year.
So we should interject the rules a little bit. Like, for example, if you're 1 through 8 and your team is in the playoffs, you qualify for most valuable player.
One of the arguments that has popped up recently, and particularly as it relates to Jokic, is this idea that we're setting a precedent now. If he gets 3 and 4 years, we'll look at the history of the NBA. Guess what? Voters up a bunch of MVPs.
They sure did.
He should have had more. MJ should have had more. Duncan probably should have had more. There are years where
should have had more.
we're saying we shouldn't vote the right way now because we f***ed up in the past. What? That is illogical.
It should be 50 Hall of Famers and 50 ex-players. That's it. That's how voting should be.
So I played both those videos because to me this MVP vote is very broad. And I do like the fact that one thing that Shaq said, it should be like 50 Hall of Famers, and they should vote who should be, because right now it's reporters, it's people who are reporters and stuff like that. And people who are reporters love Joker's game. They love the way he plays the game. And I get it, because it's like an old white man. But my thing about that is where we're missing out on some of the greatest players not having multiple MVPs. And then what's his name? Like Gilbert was saying, you got teams who are like the number one team should be, that guy should win MVP to me. If he hasn't been here before, and like I said, I've talked about the MVP should be the guy who's having the best season, not guys who have consistently numbers, because Joker's going to keep on having those type of numbers probably every single year. And just like when his team was 5th and his team was 10th, he still was putting up them same kind of numbers.
But you know what the crazy part about it is?
What?
They'll give it to him.
Yeah, please don't say what I think you're going to say.
But I've seen multiple players that get snubbed for it, for doing the same thing that he do. Having the same numbers every season. First off, LeBron. Second off, Tim Duncan, like he said. Kobe Bryant has done it. Shaq has even done it.
LeBron should have had like 7 straight. Let's just call it what it is.
I don't think so.
If LeBron wasn't hated so much by everybody, he would literally have 7 right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So let me say this.
Even Steph Curry, they wouldn't even give Steph Curry back-to-back.
Steph Curry didn't deserve back-to-back.
Isaiah, slap yourself.
I don't slap myself for what?
Slap yourself with both hands.
But you'll give it to Joker back triple.
I didn't think Joker deserved this year.
So why are you against me? You sound crazy, man.
Because he did my reasoning behind not giving somebody the same MVP year after year, because you're doing the same thing you did last year. And on top of that, the MVP is an individual award. I agree with Shaq with that. Somebody who's having an outstanding year. Joker did not have an outstanding year. SGA did. He had an outstanding.
Joker averaged a triple-double. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go.
Almost.
Let's not get crazy.
The first time he did it.
Let's not get crazy.
The first time he did it, great. Russell Westbrook. First time he did it, great. Second time he did it, all right, okay.
Yep.
Right,
That's how they treated him.
Third time,
because he's
Giannis got back-to-back.
Giannis did get back there. He deserved back-to-back.
Giannis also won Defensive Player of the Year with MVP the same year.
Giannis should have been 3 times. But
Agreed. Now. So this is what I'm going to say. I was talking to some friends that's going to remain nameless. And you all know I don't play the race card. But it got me to thinking, while I voted for Joker, I've said it all year, that Joker's going to be the MVP, but I would be okay if Shea got it. My friend said that the NBA are using Luka and the Joker to create the next White Hope.
I can see that.
Meaning They have a white guy that can be the face of the NBA. He's quiet, although he has a little baggage. What did they ever end up doing with his goofy brothers that was fighting? Are they banned?
No.
So a lot of people were saying that Joker now is becoming the face, and he's a white guy, so they're going to continue to do that. Here's why I disagree with them slightly. Most of the broadcasters that can vote are who? They look like who?
They're black.
Look like us.
Yeah.
We voted, and here's the thing: it wasn't even. It
But
was.
don't get it
hold
twisted,
up.
Dre. Hold on.
It
a second,
was
really quickly.
unanimous, wasn't it?
No, it was not unanimous.
I thought they said it was unanimous.
No, it wasn't unanimous.
I'm
You
pretty
said
sure they
most
said
of the people who the reporters.
No, they're
not.
No, I was just gonna say there's a percentage, but it's mostly white. It's mostly white.
Okay, so potentially the NBA could have a problem on their hands. Now, is this reverse racism or favoritism?
Favoritism.
Because here's the thing.
And
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Those kind of things are up there with Kesey and his,
there-
you know.
I didn't say it.
That
I'm
ain't
just
no.
saying.
That ain't no different than the Caitlyn situation.
The who?
Tone, you watching this at home? What you do?
We'll check on it later.
That ain't no different than the Caitlyn situation.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because
Don't do that, Kesey.
why not?
Don't do that, Kesey.
Candace Parker was the greatest
Here we
girl
go.
basketball player of
But
all
she
time.
didn't have the financial impact on the game like Caitlyn is.
Facts.
It is what it is.
Facts.
That's because they making her have it.
Casey, her
You-
skill
you-
is giving it to her.
That's
Not the
good.
way I seen her play. Because if you go back and look at the game against Enrique, who we sat next to,
Wait a
she-
minute. You sat next to me. I know.
anyways,
Thank you.
But they're not allowed to have one. She's not allowed to have a bad game.
Enrique
Can you step to the mic and talk that?
Enrique was putting in that work on her.
She was.
Enrique was putting in that
How-
work.
Giannis
I'm
put,
talking-
who
I'm
is-
talking about-
does Giannis put in the work on LeBron?
She, look,
Really
she was
quickly.
looking like this. She was holding defense like this.
Really quickly. Who is Enrique?
What?
The Wisconsin native,
Wisconsin Lutheran?
DSSH.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Really quickly. Who is there?
What?
Or she's one of the top
Uh-uh.
WNBA stars.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because the thing about this is this. Contrary to what Kesey said, she know in Milwaukee.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I even know who I was.
Exactly. Caitlin Clark is almost globally known.
I thought I was talking to a regular person. And Takis was like, you know what that is? I said, not really.
She's broken every NCAA record.
Almost. She ain't broke every single.
She's broken almost every single NCAA record.
No,
She
Keisha,
is
she
a
hasn't.
monster, dude.
But she
I'm
is
not saying she's not
a,
good.
But she is not a stimulus check.
The fact.
Caitlin Clark
I
is
don't
a
care.
stimulus.
And
The fact
why
that
do you think
Keisha-
that is? Because she's this.
That's
Don't
not
say
how
that.
it goes.
Don't say
The
that.
fact
Don't
that
say
the
that.
fact, Kesey, the
Come
fact
on,
that she had
Casey.
it was 4,000 people. It was 4,000 people at last year's.
Why do you think
preseason
there's so
game.
many WNBA girls salty at her right now?
Because she's bringing in revenue.
Yeah,
You
she's
know-
bringing in a new
She should
flock.
be. They should be thanking
But
her.
listen, if you market them the same way you marketed her,
No.
you would get the same.
No.
You would get the
No.
same marketing.
No, Casey.
I
People are
Kesey, I
only-
don't. And Kesey, here's the thing. I don't like it,
Because look,
but I can't
because
deny it.
look at it like this.
I can't deny.
They marketed Jordan like that, right? And look what he turned out.
Two different women
I'm no-
and
I'm
men's
just-
sports. Not
Jordan
a good,
changed
not a
the
good
game.
comparison.
Don't do that.
Jordan changed the game,
I
right?
just did it.
Yeah.
Jordan changed the game,
Yes,
and he was what?
he was winning. What do you mean?
Jordan wasn't winning when he first came in,
He wasn't.
but Jordan.
Was the most sought after athlete,
And
just
after
like
he-
Caitlin Clark.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about that. It happened after he started winning.
Come on.
Like he wasn't losing, and they were like, "Ooh, he's the dude."
No, they
You
didn't.
have to be a
No,
winner to
Nike-
be that dude.
When Nike saw Jordan do that dunk,
It
the
wasn't
Sky-
like
the Sky Jordan. The first time he did that,
Casey. One of your-
Jordan was not winning when he got famous.
Casey, I
No,
think
yes,
you're
he
being
was.
too hard on Caitlin Clark.
And
bro.
it, oh, don't I'm talking
You
about.
have to remember,
Then on top
Jordan
of
was
that-
coming off of winning a national title. What are you talking
no,
about?
not even that, Kesey. Not even that.
She
Dre.
didn't
I'm
even
sorry,
win
not even
one of
that. Dre.
those.
Not even
She
that. Dre.
did.
He was losing, but he was the fashion in which he was losing
When?
took it to another
They went to
level.
the final. They went to the finals.
When did she win?
They went to the finals.
They went to
Okay.
the championship.
I don't care,
twice.
but they what?
They lost.
But she's still the number one
Yeah,
draft pick.
and look, did Angel Reese get the?
Angel Reese is good, but she's not
She's not
Caitlin
getting-
Clark.
She's not Caitlin
But
Clark.
she's not getting no marketing.
What?
She is getting.
Yes, she did, bro. She just signed a monster shoot.
Not.
No,
KC,
no, she did.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh my
got-
God,
Bro,
dude, stop trying to defend it. Let me have my opinion. If you don't believe in what I say, then just leave it at that.
But you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm not racist.
I didn't say that.
I love everybody.
I said sexist. Bro, the WNBA just instituted flights for all the players again.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that's that Clayton Clark effect. Because they're making money now.
They are.
Because
The way they charging for these tickets is crazy.
Casey, they're
Nobody-
making money.
I don't want to see her.
I don't want to see none of it.
Exactly. So then, how did her marketing?
So I'm the only person.
So why does her marketing so popular? Because it's so popular for who?
Black girls love her too.
No,
Casey,
no,
this
they
is
Black
what-
girls love her
Hold on,
too.
hold on, hold on.
Not like that.
Hold on, real quick, Casey. You're saying this stuff like she didn't break the all-time record. You're saying it's like
Casey,
she's
what'd she
not
do to you?
averaging-
What'd she do to
like
you?
She's not averaging 30-something. If this was
What all-time
LeBron,
record she broke?
the same
What
argument.
all-time record she broke?
NCAA all-time leading scorer.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Iowa
She
for
did.
Iowa.
No, for the whole thing.
We don't need
Look it
to.
up. It was the big thing on Sports Center.
It was
I got
a-
tired of seeing
It was
her.
a top story.
Put it up. I don't believe it.
I'm not
Put it up.
I'm not with it.
Pull it
Oh
up.
my God.
Pull
You
it
gotta
up.
be kidding me, Casey. You gotta be kidding me.
Pull it up for me.
I can't-
Not only did she break it for women, she holds it
Broke
for
men.
both.
She holds it for men
She
too.
is the leading scorer in the 54 mark of the NCAA career. Caitlin Clark passed Woodard's intercollegiate athletics women's scoring record. She broke the Division I women's single record. And she joined an elite group of women to hold the record across both sports. Casey, you got to give her some credit.
Then I've never denied that she didn't have some talent. I'm just saying
Casey, you ain't never said
she'd get more marketing because of who she is.
What about the people who say the same thing about LeBron James?
He's marketing.
He's what?
He's what?
He's LeBron James. He's the greatest player in NBA
Let's
history.
move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to that. We're gonna move on
We
to
don't
that.
even talk WNBA on here.
Yeah,
I don't
Not even
care.
talking about WNBA. The fact that you can't see the comparison to LeBron James and Caitlin Clark is almost exactly the same is crazy to me.
No, they're not.
That's game. Anyways,
All right, we got 16 seconds left.
let's see
Actually,
what
he
happens.
didn't beat the shot clock.
He didn't?
They finna review it.
They're gonna review it. Let's check it out. Let's look at it in real time.
He did.
See,
I don't
see.
know.
We are watching the Indiana Pacers versus the New York Knicks
Score is 109 and 106 with 16.4 left.
on Friday night. Let's see if he beat the shot clock. They are doing a replay. Fake Steph with the ball, dish it out.
Don't do that, Keith. I mean, Dre, because they can.
Oh, he got it off. He got it off.
This game.
They got 16 seconds,
We'll see what happens.
and they can take it in at the half.
And they got Brunson,
They
as
do.
you said, top 20.
I did. He got
Not
lucky.
getting sprayed like that.
He got lucky. He know he did. That's why he's smiling so hard. Anyways, moving on to Bucks talk. That's why he looking like that, because he got lucky.
No, because it wasn't him.
No, because he got lucky. Bucks talk. Patrick Beverly suspended for 4 games next season for throwing the ball at the fans and an inappropriate interaction with reporters.
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate. I
Thank
said inappropriate.
You said inappropriate.
Oh God. English professor. Throwing the ball at the fans and inappropriate interaction with reporter/producer on ESPN. I had that clip too, but I don't think I got it. No, I ain't got
You
it.
said who?
Patrick
Beverly.
was
See,
suspended.
we're giving Pat too much of our time.
The loudmouth.
What you mean giving too much of our time? Did you see the clip? Let me ask that question.
It
Play
was
the clip.
I don't have the clip. I thought I had the clip. I don't think Tone had it. But I just feel like Jay, you gonna pay attention?
I'm listening. Wow. No foul.
He didn't foul. That was
No foul.
That was a bad shot.
Look at it again.
That was a bad shot.
Look at it again.
Challenge that.
You can't challenge it.
It's too late. Oh.
That's not a foul. I knew it wasn't the way he shot
That's
it.
a bad shot. Wait. No.
Behind him.
That's a foul.
Behind
bro.
him.
It wasn't in the act.
Behind him. Look at it.
In the
It
act
wasn't an act, but it was still a
it
foul.
wasn't an act of shooting.
But it was still a foul.
That's
He
not-
was
it
getting
ain't
ready to
called.
raise up. If he don't get his arm pulled down, he raising up for that shot.
That's not. That's not.
Man, get
that's
out
not
of here.
called.
You don't believe nothing. You
I just know.
Did Trump do it?
Huh?
Did Trump do it?
Really? If you hit
Did OJ do it?
well, of course OJ didn't do it. If he hits you on the arm, he hit me on the arm. He didn't hit him going up. He hit him on the arm. That was it.
Because he was getting ready to.
OJ did it.
But what are your thoughts on the Patrick Beverly situation?
He needs to go. Pat needs to go.
You never liked it, Pat.
The
never liked
sexist
it,
behavior toward.
It wasn't sexist.
Oh, okay, fine. The behavior toward the ESPN reporter who happens to be a woman was out of order. Out of order.
I thought so too until Pat Beverly explained himself. And he said, if you know me and you see all my interviews, what do I say? Subscribe to the pod. He says it all the time. Now, was this bad timing? Yes, it was. But he says all the time, subscribe to the pod. Subscribe to the pod. Point blank, period.
What did Pat Bev do?
So, did you see him throw the ball?
I seen that part, but what are you talking about?
So after the thing, they obviously interviewed him. Like, hey Pat, what do you want to say about the issue with the throwing of the ball? So a woman reporter had her microphone, not a microphone, but like a phone recorder in his face, and he was like, "Do you subscribe to my pod?" She was like, "No, I don't subscribe to the pod." He's like, "No, get in my face. I can't interview you. I won't let you. I don't want to talk to you." And then
Disrespectful.
Hold on a second.
Mad disrespectful.
Then he doubled down because she was like, "Okay," and then she kind of backed up and had it in his face, but she just kind of backed up. He was like, could you move around?
Yeah.
I don't want to interview you.
Yeah, it was bogus.
Because you're not subscribed to my pod.
It was bogus.
Now, did we have a good chuckle? Of course we did.
No, we didn't.
I did. It was a hilarious.
No, bro, everybody knew it was dumb because everybody on the CV went at him. Even Shaq went at him. Even Perk went at him. Everybody went at him.
Look,
like, bro, that was stupid.
I'm with the shenanigans once in a while. I'm with the shenanigans. And I thought it was funny. And I thought it was, obviously it was bad timing because you just lost the game. You was obviously frustrated.
After you did this.
He did that the game before. Don't do that.
Listen.
But, like I said, I want him to bring back Pat Bev. Bring him back.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. Bring him back.
Nope.
Better than other clowns we having.
If you're not subscribed to my podcast, leave the interview circle. Check out the video here.
I'm sorry. You subscribe to my pod?
Do I subscribe to you? I do not.
So you can't interview me then. No disrespect.
Jamal,
you subscribe? Okay, cool.
Hey, the other dudes subscribe.
Again, there were a couple times within a bucket or two. In previous games, y'all have been able to kind of get over that hump or maybe.
And then he just told her, "Can you get that mic out my face, please?"
Hey, he stood on business.
Is he not entitled to that?
He stood on business.
Well, okay, so here we go. You're not entitled to that because you're supposed to talk to the press.
You don't have to.
He can talk to whoever he wants,
or he gets fined.
Jordan used to do it all the time.
Well, you know what's okay,
There we
fine.
go.
You know what's great about this
What?
in his actions?
Mhm.
Not only did he get suspended 4 games, he's banned from on all
That's
ESPN
not true.
shows.
That's not true.
Yes, it
No,
is.
ESPN came back and said that's not true.
When did they come back and say
They
that?
skipped it the next day. I watch this stuff. I watch ESPN religiously. Look it up. They said it came back was like, that's not true. Patrick Beverly would now be banned from ESPN because he's entertaining. At the end of the day, Patrick Beverly is entertaining. So, like I said, I'm for the shenanigans. I'm for him.
Oh, he was banned, then unbanned. Just like I know, right?
But I'm with the shenanigans.
Let's go, Minnesota.
Did you subscribe to my pod? Nope. Move around.
Kesey, I
Next.
picked them to win. The Bucks ain't in it. I can say go Minnesota the way you be riding LeBron. I can say go Minnesota.
I don't care what you do.
Well, get
You're a
out.
grown man. You can do whatever. You
Bye.
want.
Get out.
Well,
Get out.
enjoy your ride with him.
Jesus Christ.
He takes the expressway to take me home. I don't get that.
What?
He
I
can
know,
do-
right?
He can do whatever he wants to do.
I guess he can burn his guys, right?
Why is he burning his gas? Either way it goes, he's gonna get there in the same amount of time.
No, he's not.
Yes.
And he might even burn less gas.
I'll probably get there faster than Dre. Anyways, let's move on.
Faster than me.
Dre, you're a horrible driver.
Let's compare insurance premiums and see who's a horrible
What
driver.
does that have to do with anything?
Let's compare that.
What does that have to do with anything?
Has a lot to do with a lot.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Because my car
Uh,
comes with high insurance.
yeah, but you're a terrible driver.
All right, man. Whatever.
Mr. Backett.
It was 20 years ago.
He still did it.
Let's play the next clip.
He still did it.
So this other clip is because I didn't feel like writing it in the outline.
You must be having a bad day
This
because you've been
is,
saying I don't care a lot
I
today.
mean, the Lakers losing, he's always wrong. I can understand. No. it's just-
I don't care about no Lakers.
So, anyways, okay, we got this clip is about trade packages for Chris Middleton. So I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention. I know we got the game in the background. I get it, but
Not all start the game out.
Look at the history of the NBA. Guess what? Voters
Might have dislocated his shoulder already.
Edwards?
Yes.
That's the same shoulder he's been bothered with all week.
He ran into a screen.
Indiana.
Okay, are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention?
Yeah, I want to see the shoulder.
Are y'all? I'll wait.
He's still holding the shoulder.
This is always a bad idea every time.
Tone, is this a 4K TV?
No.
Okay, it's not a bad picture.
Can we move? It's the first quarter. I just want to do this so we can wrap this up.
All right, let's play it.
Thank you.
Bucks would get Marcus Smart, Vince Williams, and Luke Kennard. Grizzlies would get Chris Middleton, Andre Jackson, pick 23. I have 3 trades. In the
Chris Middleton
offseason.
has to go, right?
He's involved in 2 out of these 3 trades. So the first one I actually stole Carson from Nerd Sesh. The Bucks would get Marcus Smart, Vince Williams, and Luke Kennard. Grizzlies would get Chris Middleton, Andre Jackson, pick 23.
I would rather just keep my young core and just
I wouldn't
ride
want to
it
give
out.
up Vince.
Not for Chris Middleton. And not to say Chris is not a way better player at the moment.
I understand the Grizzlies trading for Middleton, though, because they do need another scorer.
But they need a
on top
defensive
of
wing.
Bane. Middleton's not a cone.
You're not relying on him to be your stopper night in and night
I
out.
don't disagree with you, but a big reason why we haven't seen Memphis take that next level in their game is because they lack the offensive scoring.
I have 2 other trades. In this trade, the Bucks would get Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball. The Bulls would get Chris Middleton, Andre Jackson, pick 23, a future pick swap, and a second-round pick.
I close my eyes
probably
and
do
make
it.
this deal if I'm Milwaukee.
You should Milwaukee
has to send us
Alex Caruso could
Lonzo
ask for.
playing. That's
And if
the thing.
Lonzo
Don't
is
know.
healthy,
That's why I'm asking, is Lonzo a positive or negative?
Negative.
He's a
'cause he
negative
doesn't
asset.
play.
I'm not giving up
It's the
Middleton
money.
and Andre Jackson and my first round pick for
and-
Caruso. Are you
why did
crazy?
Andre
Middleton's
Jackson?
a better player than Caruso.
Bro, you're getting arguably a top 5 defender in the world on the perimeter.
if you happen to strike gold and Lonzo
If
is
he ends
healthy,
up gets randomly healthy, then I think this is a good deal for you. 'cause
I'm not
just
even thinking
Lonzo's
about
health.
Lonzo in this deal.
My last trade's a smaller one, no Middleton involved, but the Bucks would get Jordan Finney-Smith,
none of
give
those
up Pat Connaughton, Buchamp.
That's what I'm going with.
That's
Yeah.
the one right there.
Why would I lose Middleton for Caruso when I could keep Middleton and get DFS?
Brother, stop. That's not the needle mover. That's not
Chris
the move.
Middleton is better, bro.
No,
None.
I don't like none of those trades.
None.
All
None
those
of
trades
them?
trades are horrible.
Okay, so what are you looking for Chris Middleton?
It has to be a player of his caliber.
Just to think about that. Number one, you're not gonna get what is a player of his caliber? Because this is the thing that y'all say y'all want: youth draft picks. This is what y'all want.
No, the Bucks are giving up draft picks and all they getting is scrubs.
Bucks don't draft again to 2031.
All of those. The first trade. Think about
I'm saying you're trading Middleton for youth and draft picks.
who was the youth.
In that trade? In those trades?
Yeah.
We got Caruso, who's not young, but he's a top 5 defender
So
on the perimeter.
and
then now I will agree with you. Lonzo being healthy is a big maybe. That's a big
Lonzo
maybe.
ain't played in 3 seasons.
I said that. I
He's
said it's a
done.
big maybe. If he's good, if he plays, then it's a good trade. Now, if he doesn't play, obviously it's a bad trade.
It's not a good trade at all.
Now, the
I'm not
Memphis
even
trade,
taking that gamble.
the Memphis trade, youth, and you get Marcus Smart. Defensive perimeter, a perimeter on the defense, a perimeter on the defense, a perimeter on the defense, and a perimeter on the defense, and you're talking about you're talking about some youthful players for Middleton and Jackson.
No.
Because we're look, I want y'all to think about this.
Middleton's the most consistent
realistic-
player out of all
No.
those.
Get realistically,
Is he not?
Realistically,
Is he not?
Marcus Smart is just consistent.
He been hurt too. He didn't play none this season.
Yes, this season. But other than this season,
Why
is
are
he-
we
is
giving,
he
why are
consistent?
we giving up hurt for hurt?
Besides this season, is he not hurt?
Why are we giving up hurt for hurt.
He's just had one hurt season.
I'm not taking Marcus Smart over Chris Middleton.
Then
Never.
what are you looking for? Because you're not going to get an all-star caliber player for Middleton. You're not going to get that. That's unrealistic.
We're going to give up hurt for hurt.
Keep the same.
And arguably one of the best mid-range shooters.
Give
in the
me
game.
give me something that's tradable. Come with something better than that. Because what you're looking for is unrealistic. We don't have a draft pick for the next 10 years.
You got to find a young player that wants that role. That wants a starting role where he's a key focal.
No Ben. I wouldn't take Ben Simmons.
I probably
definitely no.
I probably would take something like
What about Gordon Hayward?
like a Michael.
No.
I would take like a Michael Porter, and I'll give up Bo Champ and some draft picks.
I'll take a Tobias Harris.
Who?
I'll take a Tobias Harris.
Who dropped a 0
Tobias
in the playoff game?
Tobias is still good for 17 and 8 every now and then. Is he not? Tobias, don't act like Tobias not gonna be a sought after free agent.
At least he play every night.
Okay, don't act like he's not. He's better than what these people named. Lonzo Ball, bro. Lonzo Ball.
Any deal that involves Lonzo is a loss.
Andrew Wiggins. I'll take Wiggins for Middleton.
Are you?
So wait. So you'll take Marcus Smart, but not Wiggins?
What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we lacking?
Offense, really, in my opinion, and some defense.
What? We're the worst defensive team in the league.
And that's from trading one player.
We lacking health. That's what we lacking. Health.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Oh, you want to wrap it up because we disagree with you now?
I'm not saying we're gonna wrap it up because you disagree with me.
Okay, here's one. DeMar DeRozan.
He really offended.
DeMar DeRozan. I'll take him over Middleton.
I'll take that, but he wants a lot of money.
Middleton wasn't.
Don't everybody?
What Middleton make, he can get.
Sign and trade. We'll take DeMar. I'll take Wiggins. Wiggins can play some defense. Can he not? Can he not?
Wiggins can guard. And he don't got to be the focal of the offense.
To me, to be honest with you, he's inconsistent. And we're talking about he's not that old. I mean, he's not that young.
But you want to give up. You want to get Marcus Smart, who is inconsistent.
I want to bring.
You want Lonzo Ball, who is hurt and
I
inconsistent.
want to bring some type of defensive presence into our team. Offensive, we're not lacking. We're not lacking offensively. We're lacking defensively.
What defense does Marcus Smart bring?
Did he or did he not just win defensive player like 2 years ago?
And you ain't seen him play since, have you?
All right, Keith.
So you want to take that gamble? He can play some defense when he's healthy.
And then on top about,
but he's not healthy.
You talking about Andrew Wiggins, who missed half the season because for whatever reason we had to pull it out of him. We didn't know if his baby mama was half the team or we didn't know what was going on. But you want that? That's what you want.
So
that's what he said. I didn't say that.
I didn't say I wanted that. I said if we were offering a trade, that's a trade we need to consider.
He's doing. I want somebody.
Oh, okay. Let me just say this.
What?
You take away Middleton, Giannis and Dame have nobody really to help them score. So whoever you bring needs to be able to put the ball in the hoop. Because defense is huge. We see that with Minnesota and Denver. Tone, can you turn the game back on, please? We see that with the.
It's the first quarter.
We saw that. Did you just daddy me and say no? Like, dang, can you do that?
He has a point. It's the first quarter.
He said, "No, you need to wrap up the show," is what he said. But no, I Bucks need to do a lot. However, I don't know that Chris Middleton's trade value is there. But whoever we get needs to be able to score and carry themselves on defense. And the best trade asset that's most attractable for us, I don't think is Middleton. I think it's Beauchamp. I think it's Connaughton and potentially Brook Lopez. I don't think people are going to be lining up for the Bucks to trade Chris Middleton. That's just my opinion.
I mean, Lopez obviously was able to bring some type of people were trying to get Lopez.
The Lakers tried to get him.
The Lakers tried to get him. Houston was about to get him till we snatched him up.
Houston was about to go after him and Middleton.
So, like, they have some type of, I don't want to say, yeah, they do. They have some trade value. I just feel like.
What about a Caldwell Pope?
Oh, what?
What about a Caldwell Pope deal?
To do what? For Middleton?
Yeah.
Nah. You can stay right over there in LA.
I just feel like.
What if they give up Reggie Jackson and Caldwell Pope and some draft picks for Middleton?
I'll take that. KCP is the 3-and-D guy. We need a point guard.
Does Reggie still got it? Is he a good backup?
He's a solid backup. He can give you 10, 15 minutes at the most.
Or do you go out to a Clay deal?
No.
Middleton for Clay?
No. Number one, Middleton. Klay Thompson is on his last leg. We talking about
Middleton too.
Middleton is, but I think Klay has more years than Middleton, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm sitting with. I'm not finna go with no. It just depends. But I brought this up because I thought these trades were solid, and I thought that this is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted draft picks, and y'all wanted youth.
Or what if they say we'll take Harden or Paul George, because both of them are on the
I don't want Harden.
Our free agents.
I don't want Harden. I don't want somebody coming in here thinking they're the best player on the team. That's what Harden does.
So what about PG?
PG wouldn't fit.
Why?
PG wouldn't fit because
he wouldn't have to do nothing.
He wouldn't have to do nothing, but I just feel like PG, I ain't gonna say last days are behind him. I just feel like PG,
not last days, best days.
Best days behind him. But I just feel like PG is one of those guys who needs, you know what? I'll actually go with that. But I think he played a little bit of too much two guard for me, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he can play the small forward like he used to.
It'd be interesting to see what happens.
I feel like for the Bucks, in order to get somebody, we got to do a trade.
Yeah.
No one wants to come here willingly.
No. Well, I did see that Giannis will be spending time in Portland this summer with Dame. They'll be practicing together, bonding and things like that. I don't know, man. We got a lot of work to do, but we don't have a lot of assets to do it.
I don't think we have a lot of work to do. We need to move smarter and not just name for the big aim. I think the Dame thing just kind of threw our whole team. I just feel like we threw away Drew. We threw away I think his name is DiVincenzo. Well, I don't know.
DiVincenzo, who's killing in New York.
Who's killing in New York. I think we threw away Grayson Allen,
who was killing until he got hurt.
And so it's one of those things where like we threw away all these parts just for Dame.
Yeah,
and it hasn't panned out.
It has not.
So
because Drew is about to win another title.
So it's just one of them things where like,
is that what you think or what you know?
I got Boston, man. I think I got Boston, bro.
I don't have Boston.
I don't know what to say about you.
I think honestly, I feel
Minnesota.
I said Minnesota out the West. I said Minnesota could potentially knock off Boston, but don't get it twisted. Boston ain't just gonna lay down against whoever they play.
I think Boston is up for a rude awakening
against Cleveland.
No, against Minnesota
or Denver. Well, of course they play Denver. It's tough.
They play Denver is a wrap. Whoever makes it out of the West is going to win a championship. I honestly believe that.
Oh, so the Western Conference team's going to win it this year.
Yeah, it's not going to be Boston. I don't think Boston has it.
And if they don't, then they got to get rid of their coach next.
They do.
So
they do. So like I said before, this has been another episode of 94P Podcast, a special episode, a Happy Mother's Day episode of 94P Podcast. This is your boy Big Zeke. I was gonna say
your boy Dre
and your boy Keith.
And we are the 94P Podcast. You can catch us on social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can also catch us listening. You can catch us on all streaming platforms. I'm sorry. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.